Body language and non-verbal communications mainly refers to something that is communicated without using words. It's as simple as that. But a lot of us tend to think that body language is the entirety of non-verbal communications, and that's just not the case. That's what we get wrong about body language. When we are in an interview or on a date, we try to make sure we are looking cool, calm, relaxed, and approachable. This could include basic body language tactics like keeping your body more open, not having a barrier between yourself and the other person, smiling every now and then. And to an extent, we are right. All these things do tend to make a difference. But we tend to miss out on a very critical aspect of non-verbal communications, which has nothing to do with body language. And that is the environmental mood. What do I mean by that? So let's take a professional as well as a personal example. In a professional setting, let's say we want to walk up to our boss and ask for a raise or promotion. Now, this is not the most comfortable conversation to have. So we're not just going to run up to our boss in the middle of the day when she has multiple things to do and just say, hey, I want to talk to you about a raise. In most cases, that conversation is not going to go that well. But instead, if we go up to our boss and say, hey, I would like to talk to you about something, not at the moment because I can see you're busy, but at the end of the day, can I have some of your time so that we may speak? Then finally, the day ends. You bring your boss to, let's say, an empty conference room. All the noise of the office has kind of died down, and then you bring up the topic of a raise and promotion. Now, the thing is that before the conversation has even begun, something has been communicated to the boss. She already gets the feeling. You've already communicated without saying anything that you want to talk about something that means a lot to you. And that conversation will hold a lot more weight because of the environment that's created. Similarly, take a very simple personal example. For instance, let's say you're going out on a first date. Now your partner has invited you over for a dinner. And let's say there are one of two things that happen. First, that you go to the house and you find it in a complete mess. What does that communicate to you? That the person is probably messy and does not really care so much that you're coming over. Whereas on the other hand, if the partner has really taken out the time to make the apartment nice and clean, put on some nice music, some candles, and just created the environment or the mood for a romantic date. Before any words are even exchanged, so much has been communicated just by that environment. Now, I know that for some of you, you all might already think, yeah, this is obvious, but so many times we forget to apply this. We focus so much on the words, on what we're going to say and how we might come across through our bodies, that we forget to think about the environmental mood that we're creating and what that is communicating. So next time we have something important to convey, or if we have an impression to make, we can think about how we can leverage the environment to our advantage. If we need to make an impression on the first date, how do we set up a mood that creates a good impression? If we need to fire an employee or ask for a raise, what kind of mood or setting would be most conducive for that? We ideally want to do it in a private setting. And that's just one thing that we need to keep in mind about the power of non-verbal communications. Of course, there are more aspects that help us make better impressions, like talking slowly. And if you're a naturally fast speaker like myself, I highly recommend you check out this video that goes through how you can reduce your pace without affecting your words or content.